Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you for being here today. If you're feeling overwhelmed, tense, or mentally drained, you're definitely not alone. Stress has become one of the most common challenges in our fast-paced world, affecting not just our mental peace but also our physical health. In today's video, we're diving into 5 powerful and natural ways to calm your mind and reduce stress without needing medication or expensive programs. These are simple yet effective habits you can start incorporating right away. Let's kick things off with the first one, deep breathing. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but focused, mindful breathing has been shown to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest and relaxation. When you're stressed, your breathing tends to become shallow and quick, which signals your brain that you're in danger. By slowing down your breath, especially through techniques like box breathing or the 4-7-8 method, you can send a message to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. Try this right now. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7, then exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Do this for just a few minutes and notice how your body starts to settle. The best part? You can do this anywhere, at your desk, in traffic, even while lying in bed. The second natural stress reliever we're talking about is nature. Getting outside and immersing yourself in a natural environment has an incredibly calming effect on the brain. It's called ecotherapy, and studies have shown that time spent in green spaces can reduce cortisol levels, lower heart rate, and improve mood. Even a 15-minute walk in the park or sitting under a tree can make a difference. If you can't get outdoors regularly, even having indoor plants or watching nature videos can create a small but meaningful benefit. Nature has a grounding quality. It helps you feel connected, present, and part of something larger than your own worries. Take off your shoes and walk barefoot on grass or soil, a practice known as grounding or earthing, which some research suggests can reduce inflammation and enhance sleep. Now, let's move on to our third method for beating stress naturally, mindfulness and meditation. While these terms are often used interchangeably, mindfulness refers to the practice of being fully present in the moment, while meditation is a more structured technique to cultivate focus and awareness. Both are excellent tools to calm a racing mind. When you're mindful, you're not obsessing over what happened yesterday or what might go wrong tomorrow, you're rooted in the now. Meditation, especially guided meditations available through apps or online, can train your brain to become less reactive to stressors. Start with just 5 minutes a day, sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and gently returning your attention when it wanders. Over time, you'll build a mental resilience that helps you remain calm even in stressful situations. And here's something fascinating, studies using brain imaging have shown that regular meditation can actually shrink the amygdala, the part of the brain associated with fear and anxiety. That's right, you can literally rewire your brain for calm. As we continue this journey to a calmer mind, in the next segment, we'll explore how movement, nutrition, and even your social circle can dramatically impact your stress levels in powerful and natural ways. But before we get to that, take a moment today to practice just one of the methods we discussed, whether it's a deep breathing session, a short walk in nature, or a mindful pause in your routine. Stick around because in the next part we'll take things even deeper with practical tips that are easy to apply but often overlooked. Now that we've explored breathwork, nature, and mindfulness as key ways to lower stress, let's move into the next proven method for calming your mind naturally, and that's movement. Physical activity is one of the most reliable and accessible ways to reduce stress, and you don't have to become a gym rat or run marathons to feel the effects. Even light movement, like stretching, yoga, or a brisk 20-minute walk, can help release endorphins, your brain's feel-good chemicals, and reduce the impact of cortisol, the stress hormone. Exercise also gives your body a healthy outlet for nervous energy, which often builds up when you're anxious or overwhelmed. When you're physically active, you're also more likely to enter a state of flow, where your mind becomes fully immersed in the task at hand and your worries take a back seat. Try to find an activity that brings you some joy or at least feels doable, dancing in your room, taking the stairs, doing a few bodyweight exercises while watching TV, it all counts. Yoga is particularly effective because it combines movement with breath and mindfulness, creating a full-circle method of stress relief. And don't forget about posture. When we're stressed, we tend to hunch over or tighten our muscles, which sends a signal to the brain that something's wrong. Just standing up straight, stretching your shoulders back, and taking a deep breath can begin to shift your mental state. The next natural method to beat stress might surprise you: nutrition. What you eat directly impacts how you feel, both physically and emotionally. A diet high in processed foods, refined sugars, and caffeine can create energy crashes, mood swings, and inflammation, all of which increase stress. On the flip side, eating whole, nutrient-dense foods supports your nervous system and helps regulate your mood. Magnesium, for example, is known as nature's relaxant and plays a key role in managing stress. You can find it in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, are also essential for brain health and mood stability. And don't underestimate the power of hydration. Even mild dehydration can increase anxiety and tension, so aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. If you're someone who relies heavily on caffeine, consider cutting back or switching to gentler alternatives like herbal tea or matcha, which provide a calmer boost of energy without the jitters or crashes. Eating regularly and not skipping meals also helps keep your blood sugar stable, which keeps your mood and energy levels in check. Think of food not just as fuel, but as a powerful tool in your stress management toolkit. Now, let's dive into one final but incredibly important piece of the puzzle: human connection. In times of stress, we often isolate ourselves or withdraw, but this is actually when we need connection the most. Talking to a trusted friend, spending time with loved ones, or even engaging in small social interactions, like chatting with a neighbor or barista, can lift your mood and remind you that you're not alone. Humans are wired for connection, and when we feel supported, our nervous system naturally calms down. If you don't have someone to talk to, even journaling your thoughts or expressing your feelings through art or music can provide emotional release. Volunteering or helping others is another amazing way to shift your perspective and boost your mood. It's also worth noting that toxic relationships can be a hidden source of chronic stress, so creating healthy boundaries and surrounding yourself with positive influences is a vital part of this process. The more authentic and nourishing your social circle is, the more resilient you'll become in the face of life's challenges. As we wrap up these 5 natural strategies to reduce stress: deep breathing, nature, mindfulness, movement, nutrition, and connection, it's clear that managing stress doesn't have to be complicated. It's about tuning into your body, creating supportive habits, and making small, consistent changes that add up over time. In the final part coming up, we'll talk about how to bring all these practices together into a daily routine that fits your lifestyle and keeps your mind steady no matter what life throws at you. So now that you know the 5 natural ways to beat stress: breathwork, time in nature, mindfulness, movement, and nutrition, it's time to talk about how to actually integrate them into your daily routine without it feeling overwhelming or like another to-do list. The key is to start small and stay consistent. You don't have to do all 5 every single day. Instead, choose 1 or 2 that feel most natural to you and build from there. For example, start your morning with a 2-minute breathing exercise before reaching for your phone. Then, during your lunch break, take a short walk outside or even sit by a window with a view of trees or sky. At the end of the day, do some gentle stretching or a 5-minute meditation before bed. These little moments might seem minor, but they add up. It's like building muscle: you won't see the results overnight, but over time, your ability to stay calm and centered becomes noticeably stronger. Try combining some of these habits to make them easier to remember. Maybe while you're preparing a healthy meal, you can play relaxing music and focus mindfully on each step. Or if you're feeling anxious during the day, you can pair a calming tea with a few deep breaths and a journal entry. The more you associate these practices with relief and peace, the more naturally they'll become part of your life. And remember, this isn't about being perfect, it's about creating a toolkit you can turn to whenever stress starts creeping in. Over time, you'll build the kind of mental strength that helps you respond to challenges with clarity instead of panic. Stress is always going to be a part of life, but how you manage it is completely within your control. You now have 5 accessible and proven tools to help you reclaim that control in a gentle, natural way. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. I really hope you found value in these tips and feel empowered to bring more calm into your everyday life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need a little extra peace in their day, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on mental wellness and healthy living.